Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
Good morning. This is good morning for me. It's a beautiful day in Southern California, October 28th, I think. It's a Thursday. Another day, not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be about 90 degrees down in the basin, but I'm going for a mountain ride on the Commander from eWheels. They've given me this for a while so I can test it. Thanks again, Jason. I really appreciate you providing me this. Having a fun time, and today I wanted to first opportunity to take it for a long ride. This is kind of going to be a mountain range test. Kind of compared to the Sherman and the Monster Pro. Same kind of route I've done before, but I'm going to go. Where's the Sherman? Most I've done is about 99 miles in the mountains with a lot of elevation gain. Today I'm going to go for 110 miles. That's the baseline route that I'm choosing. I might go longer. We'll see how it performs. So far from the riding I've been doing with it, looks like I'm getting on typically about 2 volts more than the Sherman for a given ride. So that's pretty good. So I'm optimistic. We'll see. I'm also testing the temperature mod I just did yesterday. I did what Gotway's doing in the factory. Maybe I'll post a link up here to that video I did where I added some additional holes in the shell. And so far, I'm not sure. Kind of get the sense it's running maybe a little cooler, but not fully convinced. I'm probably going to have to do a different route, the same one that I originally tested the Sherman and the Commander together, where I showed that the Commander is running about 15 to 20 degrees hotter than the Sherman, and based on that, Gotway made these changes. I'll probably have to do that same route. I might do it tomorrow. Weather conditions will be pretty similar. So I'll talk about it later in today's ride, see if I have any other thoughts on whether it truly is running cooler. Other than that, it's going to be a beautiful day. I'll just stop periodically, let you know how I'm doing, show you some of the scenery as I'm riding. It's a weekday, not very little traffic up here, and hopefully the temperature will just be just about right up at 6,000-7,000 feet. That's why I'll be riding about 30-40 miles at that altitude. All right, see you in a bit. I'm about 25 miles into the ride. Beautiful up here. I think I'm around 6,000 feet. And Commander is doing good. Every time I stop, I'm going to post a little screenshot of where I'm at battery wise and everything. But I gotta say, unfortunately, I don't think this cooling mod I did is having any real world effect. Temperature right now is at 68 degrees, and hill climbing is less strenuous than that Sherman versus Commander video I did. And again, it's outside temperature right now, it's in the probably mid 60s. Feels nice in the sun, but yeah, it's not exactly hot. And I think I might see if I can make these holes in the front below the headlight, make those true holes instead of little slits. I'm convinced if you can get airflow, true airflow into this wheel, it'll run just as cool as the Sherman. And I don't see why it shouldn't. I just think it's lacking airflow. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll got about, I don't know, maybe 5 miles more to go before I'm going to stop, have a sandwich, take a little bit longer break, give my feet a little bit of a rest. I basically haven't stopped. This will be my first stop in 25 miles. See you in a bit. Made it to my favorite lunch spot in the mountains. But fighting a fierce wind up here for a little while. Once again, the reason it's so hot down in LA Basin right now is because all the winds from the desert are blowing over the mountain down into the basin. So you get up in the mountains, you can get some pretty good winds. Not too bad right here though, sheltered. So I've been up here where the wind was just standing right where I'm at. The wind was just howling. You'd have to get behind a tree or something to do anything. So it's been a lot worse. So the wheel, I'm at 88.9 volts. So not like wow compared to the Sherman. I think the Sherman's between 87 and 88 volts usually at this point. So doing good. Still optimistic I'll get at least 100 miles today. Easy. Yeah, and the temperature, and I'm at about 30 miles right now, and probably 6,500 feet, a little over that. Yeah, the temperature in this wheel is definitely, that cooling mod unfortunately had close to zero effect in real world conditions. Maybe when it's standing still, you know, I don't know how they got away tested it when they said it dropped 20 degrees. I don't know, but like it's set up. I'm going to think about making those holes in the front headlight bigger. Why not? Well, I'm gonna get the backpack off and have a sandwich. So I'll talk to you at my next big stop in between here and there. Maybe I'll show you some little bit of riding footage if the winds aren't too bad in the mountains. It's just a gorgeous day up here today. Hey, just a pretty important correction. When I said 88.9 volts, that was my low voltage and the statistics page I was looking at. So when I'm looking at my live voltage, it's 91.1. So that's substantially better than the Sherman. It looks like 3 volts better than what I'm typically seeing up here. So I'm feeling much better now. That's funny. Well, I'm on a trail system that I didn't originally plan on going, but since I was on the Commander and I got all this battery, I thought, oh, let's experiment here. I got deeper and deeper. Now I'm kind of committed. I hope this system gets back into a road someplace. The wind. I'm optimistic, but I've never taken this trail before. The wind, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I am miles and miles even from a road now. So let's hope the Commander does not let me down. But this is adventure. This is how I find new trails to ride. I mean, so far once I left Highway 2, it's been really fun. And I've been on worse trails than this, that's for sure. But I've been climbing. Hopefully at some point I'm going to start descending for my battery's sake. I'm at, yikes, 37% battery. That's not good. Gives all the climbing. Hopefully I'll get some good regen when I'm going down at some point. This has got to be the peak that I'm reaching now. Hopefully. It's a cool trail. Too bad the only way to get here is on the Commander, or drive your car up the mountain and then take the trail. But who wants to drive? Yeah, if I make it out of here, this is going to be some epic epic elevation gain on this ride. Let's see, I think I'm getting to the peak, and I'll stop. Show you around. Boy, it just keeps climbing and climbing. Way over there is Highway 2 that I left. Not quite the peak. I hate that you go around a corner and it continues going up, but it's got to be going down pretty soon. All right, well, I'll get back to you when I have better news. Okay, I finally made it to the peak. Do a little snack break. Grabbed a picture. And now I'm heading down. I have to see a road way down there. And I'm hoping I get some regen. I was about 40% battery max, I think, when I stopped. See what it's like when it down at the bottom here. Cool views. Never ridden here before. Nice views of all the desert area that way north of me. Steep hills around here though. Definitely wouldn't want to lose the wheel off the side of this. All right. Talk to you when I get down to the road. Maybe that'll make up for the difference in the miles I gotta go back that way on this road. So, should be interesting. I wonder what voltage this guy quits at. I don't know. Is it 78 volts? 76 volts? I'm thinking it's 78 volts. We'll see. Well, I made it back to where I originally was intending to meet up. This is on a typical 90-mile ride. At this juncture, it's 60 miles in, and according to the GPS, that detour puts me at 69.5 miles. That's GPS miles. Climbed almost 9,400 feet. Usually it's about 6,500 feet, 6,500, 7,000. So definitely climbed a lot more. And then I fell off the wheel. Really gusty winds. It's coming in this canyon road, coming around a corner. Wow, the gust just really picked up. It kind of blew me sideways. Slowed down as much as I could. I ended up just going off the wheel on one side, and the wheel kept going a little bit. So let's scuffed up here. Well, I don't know. Not too worried when this happens with my wheels, but this is a demo. So I've already drilled into it, so it just scratched up a bit. Other than that, and with all my armor on, absolutely nothing. If I didn't have, I'd have pretty bad road rash if I didn't have all this stuff on. Alright. Well, I'm going to take a break for 15 minutes, 20 minutes before I start the journey back. Which is going to be probably, another 30 miles at least. So, I'm really curious how this is going to turn out. Clearly, I don't think I'm going to get 110. Because if I just get back to my truck, that'll be about 100 miles. We'll see. Might be willing to burn off more miles when we get back there. See you in a bit. Well, we made it. Plenty of battery to spare. Looks like. Let's see. So I'm at 82.9 volts. Pretty good considering, and about 98 miles, and climbed about 9,500 feet. I think a solid 2,000 feet more than I've done before with this kind of a ride. I'm tired. I don't feel like, I'm sure the cutoff voltage is probably at least, can't be higher than 78 volts, so to burn off 4 volts I probably could go 10 more miles. So I don't feel like doing that. So hopefully I'll get the opportunity to do a full range test on the flats like I've done before. Probably split it in 2 days so it's not too arduous of an exercise. So what did I learn today? Well, I could definitely, it definitely beats the Sherman for range. That's just no doubt about it. I can do more. All that off-road stuff on this long ride, no way I would have attempted that with the Sherman. So that's great. Rio continues to ride beautifully. I love it. Desperately need a seat. It's definitely going to be a challenge to come up with a good seat like on the Sherman, since it's much harder to attach something to it. Let's see. The cooling mod I made, my conclusion is it essentially has no effect in real world conditions. Riding a wheel where you're stressing it, looks like it's getting just as hot as it did before. So that sucks. It's just saying it needs more airflow. If you compare the amount of airflow going in those little slits in the front compared to the airflow in the opening on the Sherman, that surface area, big difference. Oh, and the light on this wheel sucks. Did quite a bit of riding at night, and it's worthless. It's good to let other people see you that you're coming, but for your safety, it's worthless. It's just as bad as the Matsu Pro. How do they create these wheels like this? Kingsong, even some of their previous wheels have beautiful lights. Veteran, they're capable of great lights. Kingsong, in motion. Gotway, it's just a crapshoot. So the Matsu Pro shoots a light 6 feet in front of you, so if you're riding faster than 5 miles an hour, it does nothing for you. This is the same thing. This is kind of a tighter beam, so it has very little spread on the sides, and it shines 6 feet in front of you, hitting the ground. So it's useless if you're trying to go 20, or God forbid, faster on the road. But I love the way this wheel rides, and I love the range so far. So it was a fun ride today. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you later.